Desconectadas, sean bienvenidos ustedes a un nuevo Pláticas Desconectadas. ¡Claro que sí! ¡Qué emoción! ¡Qué día tan emocionante! Very exciting day because this is a bilingual podcast, of course, because we're fancy people here. Okay, so con ninguna más anticipación, the Latino gang.
Well,
Aplaude. Aplaude para que se note que haya público. Gracias, Loren. Gracias, Loren, que está detrás de cámaras. Claro que sí. Amigos de la Nación Desconectada, como se darán cuenta, hoy estamos con las estrellas with the stars of Squid Game, The Challenge, your favorite reality TV show in this moment and forever and ever.
Right.
So, how are you guys? How are you feeling? Whoever who wants to start, just start. I don't care.
Vanessa, you the first. Guys.
I was waiting for you to start because you had the whole personality. So
I'm a gentleman.
Oh God.
Ladies
Okay.
first.
So yeah, I'm Vanessa Paredes. I'm from Costa Rica. I'm living right now in Miami. Vivo en Miami. And yeah, hi.
That's her.
That's
if you didn't know her.
Next in line, well, I'm Lorenzo, as you already know.
Exactly.
Well, if you can't tell, I'm Italian. Yeah. If you thought I was Chinese, I'm not. I'm Italian. That's
That's
good
it.
enough?
But say how old are you? Something.
Oh, true.
No.
They can't
That's
know.
okay.
Oh my God.
That's
I'm
fine.
proud of my age.
That's good
I'm
enough.
proud of my age too, but I think I would. COVID stole some years from me, so I think now it's like 3 years less to whatever age I am. So I'm still not gonna say. I don't know.
Right, it's classified
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Oh, me?
Right.
Thanks for asking. Great question.
Yeah.
So, my name's Michela. I also live in Florida, like Vanessa. And
Where are you from?
where am I from?
Yeah.
Oh, I was born in Peru.
Vecina, es una
Sí.
vecina. Carajo, que una
Lima. And then I moved to the US, so I'm currently in Florida, but...
Can you just move from Peru here? Like, do you need a visa or no?
You did
the river.
No, I'm wondering because
Now
I
you're trying to deport me.
Who are you? Who are you?
see
Yeah.
Latino get out.
Who are you?
That's because I'm thinking.
Latino gang deported.
It's deported.
He's like calling ICE, like,
because I'm thinking like I can't. Now that I'm been to the US, like 5 days. I love it.
Like 5 days.
If I want to come here, do I need a visa? But
You do need a visa,
Okay.
and then, or you could just marry someone who's American.
I'll
marry you.
Automatic
That's easier.
citizenship, really.
Well, is that what you did?
No, that's
Michaela,
my
that's
mom
a
did. No, I'm
federal
kidding.
misdemeanor.
Yeah, how do you got it then? How are you
How did I
here?
get it? Oh, because, well, my mom moved here, and then she married my dad, who was already a citizen. And because I was under 18, you automatically get it. You don't even have to take the test.
Wow.
I recommend
Okay.
10 out of 10.
That's the trick.
Great country.
Yeah.
Trick. I'm sure you broke some laws there, so
Yeah, who
it's gonna be
knows?
public.
So, yeah, we'll keep
Well,
it
I
under
bet
that
people
one.
ask themselves, how the fuck do we know each other? And it's like the most random story I think we could tell until now in our lives.
Yeah.
I don't know if someone wants to go
Yeah.
ahead and just tell it because I don't even know how to summarize it the best way.
Oh my god.
Do you want to do it, Lorenzo, for us?
The point is, I can't remember. Like, I got very good long-term memory, but I don't remember anymore. I don't know what I just said, but we met on Squid Games.
Baby.
You might have guessed. Yeah. I don't remember exactly how we came to like meet each other. So if someone can help me with that.
That's a blackout. It's
So-
true.
Alright,
It's
So
true.
apparently here, all of us, at the beginning of January of 2023, we didn't have nothing to do, so we just
Yeah.
went to UK to film the Squid Game, the challenge, and there's the way we meet each other.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
dorms, because we passed the first challenge, guys.
Yeah.
Let's do it!
Not just the first.
Do you
It was
think?
not just the first, but
It's
it was
giving-
the hardest one.
It was, yeah.
Bueno, para aclarar, ahora vamos a aclarar, para aclarar, estamos grabando esto antes de que la serie salga al aire.
Exacto.
Entonces no sabemos qué tanto de lo que sufrimos
No
va
idea.
a salir en el
Mostrar,
programa.
sí.
Literally no idea. Yeah.
Ajá, por ejemplo, el primer juego que ustedes vieron, Red Light, Green Light, ¿Cuántas horas demoró? Porque fueron horas.
Como más de 7.
More than 7
Sí.
hours.
More than fucking 7
Some
hours.
people in 9 hours. That's the thing.
That's so
Yeah.
wild.
Sin
People will
comer,
never-
sin ir al baño y aguantando fucking frío de mierda de UK en enero. Esa mierda no es normal.
Es
Yeah.
inmersivo.
¿Cómo viven ahí? Esa es la pregunta.
Oh yeah,
I hate
Lorenzo.
it. Don't get me
Wait,
wrong, I
how
hate
did you
it.
end up living in?
I'm just miserable there. I end up living
You wanted to
there.
be miserable? Or what?
No. I think
Yeah.
university
Yes.
is very
I like the
easy
struggle.
compared to Italy. It's
So
super
how
easy.
do you move to UK?
And I
Do
was
you-
European back then. It was in
Ah,
EU.
okay.
So I
Oh,
didn't
so
need
you
a
were like, I
visa.
just want to be
You
one.
would need a visa now and to earn money. So but I moved just before then.
Okay.
As
Makes sense.
as her parents basically. I
Oh,
pulled
the-
Michaela.
You call Michaela there, yeah.
Just
yeah,
calling
yeah.
me out
Yeah.
subtly.
Well, it's just crazy how like we actually got there because ¿cuántos aplicantes?
Fueron, escuché que más de 90,000 personas. No, más de 90,000. Ya me trabé.
Nada más.
Mierda.
90,000.
Habla
Más
inglés
de
entonces.
90,000. La bilingüe.
La bilingüe.
Mae, la que no habló durante todo el programa porque me
Sí
me
hablaste.
sentí, o sea, me
Sí
sentí
habló.
tan shy, o sea, no sé, fue horrible, pero bueno,
sí hablaste.
fueron más de 90,000 castings, más de 90,000 personas mandaron su casting, fue un proceso de más de 6 meses, a mí me tomó más de 6 meses, donde te iban pasando
No, pero no reveles mucho que
Ok.
firmamos un contrato.
Fueron pruebas, muchas pruebas
que
para
te
poder
demandan.
llegar.
Vanessa, no. Netflix,
Finish.
Netflix,
Showtime,
Vanessa,
baby.
we can't do it.
Let's go.
I don't even know if Netflix
Nothing.
likes we're doing this. We're doing, I don't
We
even
don't
know. I don't
ask.
give a
I don't think
fuck.
they're gonna
Yeah, that's
What
true.
are they gonna do?
A
Well,
lot of
Sue
people,
us,
I'm gonna start
probably.
hating
Yeah.
because a lot of people were like, I mean, that I know they're like, oh, we made it through the first challenge. I was like, yeah, okay, I mean, you know, everyone did. We actually made further than the first challenge.
Yeah, way
I mean,
further.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like losers made the first challenge, and then the real
Yeah.
people made it through, you know, at least the third, which we all did. So
I think another thing that it became like really
That's the
popular
reals.
before the show came out was like the whole like people that didn't pass the first challenge and they like wanted to sue and
They went
shit.
talking. Yeah.
Like-
Yeah. So what do you think
Listen.
about that?
I just think, sorry, I'm gonna go for it.
Go
I
for
just
it.
think that clearly you were not motivated enough. Like, stop blaming other people, like for your own, you know, incompetency.
Right.
You weren't able to do that for whatever problem. That's on you. Finish. We all made it. You know, we're all different body
We all
types,
made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
different back, so whatever.
You don't have to be ripped like
these-
my
yeah.
like Michela
You know what?
here. You don't have to
Imagine
rip
me-
like her or like you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or like
Imagine
Vanessa.
Mimi that is
Or
lives
like
in a
me,
desert and she's used to like, you know,
Fucking
200 Fahrenheit. I don't know how much that is, but very hot weather, and then she goes to -2. I mean, she shouldn't be struggling, and she made it.
And it was a long process. The first game was like took so long, so we were not prepared for that many hours.
We never
Under
knew.
the cold.
No.
So what they say in the news is not
It's not fake. So the first game, I don't even know how he's gonna cut this shit, but it doesn't matter. We don't give a fuck about that because we're reps, we're punks. We're the real deal inside there. Now that I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it,
I was trying to be
Yeah.
cool doing some.
you are pretty cool. Yeah,
I
so
believe nothing was the same.
that's true.
Yeah, it got
and you know
boring.
that you got bored after that. That
You
one
lost,
mistake.
Lorenzo. You lost everything.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Vanessa.
It is
So
true.
understands
I
me.
think- Yeah.
I'm telling
Honestly,
you, I'm being honest.
I
Don't
think
watch.
that's straight true. Yeah, that is true. But well, so we, as you saw, we fucking crushed the first challenge. We just did it, you know? Red light, green light, like you saw it in the show. I don't know how long it was filmed, but how long did it last for us?
Probably like 9 hours total. But it depended on when you crossed the line. So
I was in the
Yeah.
I
ghetto
think I was
line.
there probably for like 5
Maybe
hours.
like 8
That's
hours.
insane.
4 or
I
5
did it
hours.
like in 7 hours.
Yeah.
I probably was one of the last rows.
Yeah.
You didn't? No, wait. No, yeah, probably, yeah, because I did
Yeah.
it like 6.5, and
Yeah.
then you were the next wave
Yeah.
after me.
I was.
You
That's
guys
true.
made it
Not
so
even.
quick.
I wait one more.
Wait, what? You were the last one.
Yeah, I would have last out of all of us. Yeah, because I was just very scared of like doing the thing, and then my leg was shaking. It was a mess. Yeah.
So you were shaking. Oh,
No, I
yeah.
think I was in the ghetto, people, like, not in the
What do you
It's
mean?
like, honestly,
What do you mean with Lorenzo?
It got so ghetto, like, everyone's like dying and falling on the floor. You know what I mean? I was like, I cannot.
People were like literally passing.
People were passing out.
Like,
they were
That was in
screaming.
Miami.
Isn't that
Sí,
ghetto?
it
Passing
is.
out?
Y el problema es que se estaban desmayando.
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
Ya,
Like-
se estaban desmayando, entonces vos no podías hacer nada. Te tenías
Y la
que quedar en la
gente
misma
estaba
posición.
gritando.
You had to stay in the same position and you cannot do nothing. So it was like, para mí fue como un poco shock porque yo quería ayudarlos, pero no podía. O sea, entonces tus ojos sí se pueden voltear a ver, pero tu cuerpo sin moverte por 40 minutos.
En contraste, no sabemos lo que están viendo
40.
ustedes en Netflix, no sabemos, pero obviamente cuando empezamos el challenge, creímos que iba a ser como en la serie.
5 minutos.
Yeah, exactly. And the
Yeah.
show was
Or
5
less.
minutes and that was it.
But
But
it
of
wasn't.
course, yeah, like we had, I think we can say this, but we had like a game master designer in the game who was like actually doing some twists of the game, and surely this was the twist.
But also, no, I think it was with production too because you need to like record everything. So they'd be like pause, bring
had
in the
drones and
cameras.
shit.
Yeah, so it couldn't have been like pause, go. They had to like record everything.
But you don't think that was on purpose
I
to you?
think they,
That was on purpose,
on
otherwise
You don't think, like-
yeah, excessively.
Because imagine
yeah.
if we actually had the 5 minutes, like
Everybody
everyone.
easy.
Everyone made it.
Yeah.
7 hours, it was, I think it was -2 degrees. Like, that's cold.
That was
It was
Yeah,
so
it was
super cold.
Um,
And we didn't have the gear for the cold.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was. I never experienced something like this in my whole life. Like I've done hard stuff, hiking and on the Everest. I've done a lot of stuff, but I did. Yeah, me and 2 friends of mine, Michela and Donatella. But
You're impressive, dude. For real.
yeah, no, I did. And that was harder. Honestly, that was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And I don't know. Actually, what I want to know is what were you guys thinking? Because I genuinely think, well, the Americans had God, because everyone was like, God. Okay, fair enough.
God bless
But everyone, no,
America.
God helps. God helps.
God helps. God helps.
When you need of help.
Hashtag God helps. Yeah, okay.
No, not being blasphemous, but that really helps. Me, I'm not I can't think of God because I'm like, well, I mean, He's not gonna give me heat patches. So I was thinking more practical stuff.
Of course.
Which I'm not sure if I want to reveal, but maybe in a bit.
Alright,
After I finish that.
Okay.
Stay with us. Stay
I
with
was
us.
literally at the beginning. So the first time the girl sings, and we did the first five, 6 steps, and it's in hold for like 40 minutes. I was like, oh my god, is this fucking real? Like, are we gonna stay for how long until this game finish? Like, I was like, I'm gonna quit. I'm not gonna be able. I cannot do this. This is too cold, Vanessa.
You were gonna
And
pee?
then I start like, and then quit.
Peeing herself, yeah.
No, at the beginning I was like, I'm going to quit. Me voy a rendir. Pero después empecé como que, Vanessa, you can do it. You're not gonna. No va a ser ridículo de viajar desde, ¿sabes? Desde América.
Como todos ustedes.
Hasta UK.
310 personas que fallaron.
O sea, eso fue lo que yo me puse en la mente. Yo no voy a hacer ridículo de ser tan ridícula de haber viajado para, ¿sabes qué? Me saquen en el primer challenge. That's not gonna happen. So I started like being like really strong mentally, and that was my key, because it's not physically. It was painful.
It was not God.
But it's more like mentally thing. So
But that's crazy that you found the strength within yourself. Because me, I gotta think about haters. Yeah, I don't want to see my haters going down. That's giving more strength. I gotta find the strength in me. I don't have it. Nah, I gotta think about my exes. See me, that's it. There you go.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
okay.
yeah. What was your
Yeah.
motivation?
See me going down? How embarrassing.
What was your motivation, Michela?
Yeah, mine was like similar to Lorenzo, except not my ex. Yeah.
But
It was
your
more like my
haters.
younger sisters too.
Oh.
Yeah, because I was like, that's gonna be so embarrassing. Like I come home like
Yeah,
first
of
day,
course.
they're like, oh, you
Yeah.
couldn't even make it past like a silly little children's game, like
Honestly.
red light, green light.
Dude, you know what?
What was yours?
I was like, estaba en esta transición dolorosa.
Horrible.
Porque llegó momentos en que tenía que parar y una vez se me corría
Los mocos.
moco de la nariz. Agua, era agua. Like it was just running down.
you're like,
y me picaba y me quería rascar.
No, sí, una vez me pasó lo mismo.
So en un punto cuando la muñeca empieza a cantar otra vez, yo me limpio, me empiezo a limpiar mientras corro. Yes, me empiezo a limpiar y de ahí y lo que yo estaba haciendo era poner mis manos en la chompa. Ajá. So estoy a punto de poner mi mano en la chompa y la muñeca she stops. Yeah, she stops and my hands ends up like this. And that was the longest period of all of them. It was like the third one that lasted like fucking 40 minutes, 35 minutes, something like that.
People kept dropping and they're like, medic, and then they made it longer.
So I was like this, and like I thought that I was going to break my arm. After like 35 fucking minutes, right? So plus after that, my nose continued running. So I was like this, and I was like you know, with your eyes, they would explode. No,
I would have been scared.
Dude, you know what happened? My fucking el moco así.
All I'm thinking of is your mucus in the chompa, like full of mucus. Yeah. You give me such a good picture in my head.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
El moco se me empezó a correr todo.
Yo creo que a todos, a mí también se me salían los mocos.
Pero te corrió por la boca.
O sea, era horrible, no sé, yo hice la misma estrategia.
Y después se seca. Como esperamos tanto tiempo, se seca. Like it was dry already, the fucking thing. And I was like, fuck me.
I didn't have this experience. No mucus for me.
Tus mocos ya están acostumbrados al frío.
Yeah, -2 degrees. I honestly.
Your body's ready. Like your body was.
No, I feel like depersonalized. I forgot about the experience. I feel like I got PTSD because like you don't realize. Like try now in your room wherever you're watching to stand even with this perfect weather. I mean, we're in the desert, so it's like 200 million degrees. But even if it is, like try in a normal room to stand for 10 minutes. It's hard. Imagine for 7 hours or 8 hours or 9.
Yeah.
Like that shit is like
so everything
beyond
that
me.
came out to the media and news is true.
It's true. I mean,
let's talk about that.
It's underplayed. Like,
And you know what the funniest thing? Going back to the question about like what was like the motivation that I had or everything. For me, it was not even like the motivation.
La plata.
It was literally first la plata, of course, and second, I was like, I'm just not gonna think about this shit. Like my mind went every fucking where. Like I was thinking the most random thoughts.
Right.
Like I was just like thinking on nothing that is not the doll, but just watching the doll. You know, I was just watching the doll and watching the clock and thinking whatever until it sinks again. And it was like a switch that I had. It was like a robot.
I was talking to myself, Vanessa, let's go. You can do it. You're gonna buy this house.
But you know what's the problem? The problem is that if we like start realizing what we're risking in that moment, we get nervous, and I bet a lot of people lost because of that.
This hustler was thinking of buying a house. Vanessa, I cannot with you. Like, she loves capitalism, I'm telling you. I got a question for you, Carlos. So, what are you thinking about your girlfriend?
Yeah, thank you, Lauren, for helping us with the podcast. I love you so much.
Lovely audience at the moment.
I love her so much. What do you want me to talk about?
Were you thinking about her whilst you were?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. You were like the main thing that I have in my mind in the whole 7 hours. Mostly because, of course, it was like a process that she helped me. Like, without her, I would have not been in the show.
Nah.
Because fucking reading a contract in English when it's not your first language and it's like a Netflix shit and like it talks about like stuff that I'm not gonna say because we can have a lawsuit about it. But like I had to understand what it was, and then it was like you need like a medic note and shit like that, of course, because that's normal. They ask you this type of stuff if you're gonna go through hell, of course. So I had to set up like a health insurance thing, right? That she helped me on. I don't understand shit about the American
healthcare system
process health system. I don't know shit about it. So without her, I wouldn't have done shit. Yeah. Like basically, I think it's just that. Like because of her, I was in the show, and it was like, you know what? If I win this, of course, buying a house. I know it's the most capitalist thing, but it's like it's safe. You have a place where you can sleep. You know, you don't have to pay for that shit anymore. Yeah. You know, you live.
Oh, Carlos, the story is so sweet. I think I got diabetes now.
Thank you for that.
But
that's very sweet.
But you know what? But for going through that, that's why I was saying that I was like having like just like random thoughts because just the process of like how big. It was the situation because it was super intense.
Oh my god.
The price $4.6 million.
Whatever that is.
It's huge.
It happened the same to me. At that moment, I couldn't like sin mi novio. Él fue el que encontró el casting y me dijo, aplicas. Y yo como
Aplicas.
que, nadie que me van a andar llamando, aplicas. So I did it,
Right.
and he helped me with
You
all the
are.
process. There,
Well, all of you with boyfriends and whatever.
Wait. So how
I
do
know.
you knew about it and how did you apply to it?
Lorenzo applied and he did all by himself. He didn't no novio, no novia, or
Nothing.
You don't need
nothing.
no one.
Shit,
Yeah.
so, novia,
Independent.
whatever.
No,
Do you have a gender neutral version of novio? Novia.
Novia.
No novia, but
That's
like
why I
it's
say
a novio,
amigues. When I start the podcast, I say amigues because you know we're everything.
Yeah.
We're all here.
Trans-financial
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now.
It was just
Heard about that? Trans-financial. Do you hear about that? It's like
No.
coming like a trend. So.
Yes.
No,
Vanessa!
no, Vanessa, corte, corte.
Trans-financial. Everyone is coming out.
But you're joking with the trans thing.
Wow, that's how I feel.
No, corte, corte, corte. We don't want to be canceled by your feelings.
Yeah.
Don't kill me. So yeah, you're the one missing.
So my little sisters were on TikTok. I guess it kept a bunch of people were talking about like, I don't know, apply to like casting, whatever. So she sent me like the TikTok that was posted, and I was like, all right, like sure, whatever. I forgot about it, and then it was like around September. I was like, oh my gosh, I never like submitted the thing. So I like recorded my little video and like sent it all in, and then you get the contract back, and then
Yeah.
it was
a process.
lengthy. It was
Dude,
very lengthy.
The contract is basically you're gonna be fucked.
No, 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 no. Los comentarios de Lorenzo no representan a Pláticas Desconectadas, ¿ok?
Oh, they
Entonces
do.
no.
I'm telling
no.
you, they do. Basically, you're fucked. Whatever you do,
Don't,
they got everything
don't
against
sue
you.
us, Netflix.
No, don't do that, but your contracts are amazing. I want to be your lawyer because that shit is as tight
Yeah.
as Vanessa's mind.
Okay, so funny story too for me for applying. It was basically
You got tight.
it was.
I'm sure you do. You look like someone who does. A tight brain. Yeah, you know, it's just
You know.
Carry on.
So basically, you know what? Basically, for me, applying is because like I always like follow these accounts that like talk about like interesting shit that happens daily, and I do it because of the podcast. Like I have this podcast with these other two friends. Hi, wherever you are. I don't know where you are. I don't know if we're still friends after the show. I don't know about that, but
no. After
no
the
sé.
show,
I'm
we're
not
gonna,
famous.
no sé si seamos amigos después del
we're
show.
gonna snob everyone. Like, bye.
Pero yeah, exactly.
I go to my best friend like, who are you?
Pero no cambie. Bueno, a lo que iba, por hacer un tema del podcast,
I'm joking.
apliqué y mandé un video de un minuto, lo más simple. Lo único que hice fue poner en la computadora amo a Netflix. And that was it. And then I used the diversity card. I mean, I'm Hispanic. I can say this. I can say this shit. I used a diversity card. You know what is that? The diversity card is like basically, you
baby.
say I'm Ecuadorian. I'm
You
not
need me.
white. I am Latino. or whatever.
you played that?
I played that one. Yeah,
And it
I
worked.
won it.
You too. Yeah,
You did too, exactly. So,
With the accent.
but basically, it was just for making a topic in the podcast, and then I just forgot to talk about it, and then I forgot about the application, and then one day when I received a call, like all of you, I received a call,
wow.
and he said, "Oh, from Beverly Hills," and my girlfriend was like, "It's a spam. Don't answer that shit. It's spam. It's spam." And I was like, okay, and I didn't answer. And then, like, in the voice machine was like, hello, we're from Netflix. I was like, oh my fucking god. How it was for you?
I got the call and I just answer every call, not even matter what it is or scan or nothing. So I answered the call. I'm like, hey Vanessa, this is, I don't remember her name. It was a girl. It was a girl, and she's like, this is blah 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 from Netflix. And I was like literally, okay, hold on. I was stand up. I was like, hold on. Okay, who are you? Blah 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 from Netflix. Y yo, ¿qué? Is this a joke? And then she's like, no, it's not a joke. And we start talking about it. It lasts like 1 hour actually.
The funny thing is that, I don't know if that happened to you guys, but it was like you did the application and then you just forgot about it because it went what, like 3 months, 4? I bet.
Well, the thing
No, for me it was 1 month later.
No,
They
mine took
called
a
me.
while.
Yeah,
I would
I've
say.
heard people that say like it was like a month before the show started. I've heard people saying that for real.
Yeah, I remember doing
So
stuff
it's
where
like the
like
process is
November.
interesting.
Yeah, it was like a long
November.
process. Yeah.
And
I don't remember them like calling me, but I do remember that the whole time I just did not trust it at all. I was like, this is some human
This is scam.
trafficking scheme. I was like, I'm about to get like
Oh my god.
I'm about to get
True.
like kidnapped out here because it all was so suspicious. Like, what, I'm supposed to get into a plane, then get taken like randomly somewhere. I don't know. I didn't trust it. I'm like, they could have just
You're
fabricated
so
all
right.
this with the Netflix
That is
logo.
true. We could have
A lot
been
of people,
victims of
just
human
get
trafficking.
stolen.
Yeah. I like told the guy, I was like, I was looking at his GPS to make sure we were going where we were supposed to because I was like looking at like all the exit points. I
That's
was
really
like freaking
intense.
out.
She was starting intensity really
She
soon.
lived in America too long. And then she like,
I'm
did you
sorry,
record
yeah.
it?
You had
Don't
like a
lie.
pretty intense.
Don't
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not on
Well,
speed
for you it
dial.
was easy because you were in London already.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was in
so you
London, but like
knew.
my application was actually much longer. Like, I'm quite jealous. It lasted. I'm a kind of impatient person, so I feel like I had to do like 6 calls and interviews, whatever. Which like at some point it got me a bit frustrated because I kind of like, listen, man. I was like, you know, you want me in the show.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want
I'm
me,
doing you a
that's when
favor.
you're stupid. I didn't say stupid, but I was like. Honestly, I don't know what you're doing if you don't get me. So I was like, this is the last call I'm gonna have. I don't wanna have the next one. So I'll tell you right now, you either get me or you don't. And I just hanged up. Literally, that's how it went.
Really?
Yeah, the last one I was like, because I was kind of working, I was
How
very
many did you
stressed.
do?
I worked.
How many
I did like
calls?
6. Honestly, I did so many.
That is,
And like,
yeah.
I worked in a hedge fund, I was stressed as fuck. And I was like, I don't need any more distress. Like, maybe I want you, maybe I don't want you. Like, story of my life, all the guys. Like, maybe I will do, maybe I don't. And I was like, listen, you either want me or you don't. Make your mind up. Because life is about making a fucking decision and you're not. So I was kind of like, I feel like right now you're like, you know, hesitating. Like, what is this other call? So I was like, I'm not gonna have another call out there right now. And that's how it went down.
Oh,
You're
wow.
like, stop playing
And,
games.
yeah, and then next call was like, well, Lorenzo, good news for you. And I was like, well, of course. So that's how it went. Yeah.
So
I was like-
random.
I
It's
was like,
so
good for you, I'm
random.
happy for you. Well done.
Oh yeah, they call you. Yeah. Well, I don't know how long we can go with the process. I don't know what is. I mean, that's normal. Everyone will assume that they called us to like say,
They called-
congrats, you're in the
Yeah.
show. It was like a whole
And
thing.
actually, I like the process. To be honest, I like the
Professional, you think?
They,
it was
I
really
felt like it was so professional. I felt like they were like literally taking care of you from the beginning,
That is true. I
mentally,
think that's true.
psychologically, physically, everything. So I really like that part.
Sí, estuvo bueno.
She wants another contract with Netflix.
Netflix,
I'm telling
porfa,
you.
me pueden llamar
like
para otro reality.
Exactly.
Netflix, tengo un
There you
máster en
go, guys.
comunicación transmedia, contrátame para... Literal, así que es hecho para streaming, contrátame para lo que sea.
No, but to be fair,
No, to be fair, it was a
I don't
really
want to say
nice.
you're right, but I think that people that complain about the food was like horrible. Some people were not.
Oh yeah, let's
eating.
continue with that.
But at the same time, you apply for Squid Games. You know, you can apply for Love Island. So I'm kind of like, if you're gonna complain, like, I'm sorry, but that's on you.
Did you saw the,
So,
the
on
show
that,
first?
I agree with Netflix. But
Yeah,
like, whatever.
okay. So you know how it was the experience con el primer challenge. Solo como para hacer un summarize really fast. De ese challenge sobrevivimos 198 personas.
198.
We were 198 that actually went through the first one, so that's more than a half.
More than a
Way
half.
more than a half. Yeah, so congrats on that. Since then
That
we
wasn't-
knew how
Congrats,
strong we were.
everyone.
198
Yeah.
out of 400. So that's less than a half.
Yeah, less than
456 people played.
Okay, yeah. I was kind of like not happy when I went through that because I was like, I wish more people got eliminated in that round.
Me
For
too.
red light,
That
green
is
light,
true.
they should
I
have.
I mean,
Not
it
fuck
looked
'Cause it was
like.
hard.
It looked like. But I was like, damn, that's a lot either
That's
way.
a lot. But I mean,
We
I
were,
don't know, I was very
we were
good.
better than the other 200 or whatever
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you sue?
The ones that just went
sorry.
direct to the news to
Yeah.
tell everything.
We suffered. They had to call a medic for us. We fainted. Oh, poor me.
Oh my God, I passed out.
A medic has to attend me.
Netflix is
Really?
the worst.
I traveled to London to suffer in the middle of the
And go back
night
to America.
and pass out and
Honestly-
go back to my home. So I'm gonna sue
Honestly.
Netflix.
Get a grip, get a life, get fucking over it.
Grow up.
You know what happened? It came so many news about that, and we didn't know nothing.
I got a song for you. I got a song, Lorenzo song for you. Ay, qué pesado, siempre viviendo en el pasado. You know this?
I like that song.
What's it?
I don't know what song it is, but
Ay,
I
qué
like
pesado.
it. Ay, qué pesado.
Me
Qué pesado. Hay que superar el pasado.
You're long.
Yeah. It's heavy, pesado.
Yeah, pesado. Anyway, all of you are pesados. Not that you're watching, you're cool. It's just the losers, the lost.
The losers are watching this.
Yeah, well, I lost.
Yeah.
Can I say
We
that?
all lost.
We're all
we're all
losers.
well, if the show is weekly,
We are the
we will have
We
to
don't
wait
know.
until we all lose.
Yeah.
to
Well,
post it.
yeah,
But we
girl.
passed the first one, so we went
Oh,
straight
yeah.
to the
Yeah.
dorms.
So that's the thing. I didn't know it was going to be like that. I thought we were going to be like almost 500 people in a fucking dorm,
Yeah, that
like in the
would've
show.
been fun.
So yeah, but that would be a
then
clusterfuck.
yeah.
Like,
It would
es
be
estaría
hard
una
to record.
mierda.
Ah, sí, no, no, no.
456
Con
in the fucking
192
place.
era suficiente.
Sí.
Yeah.
Y lavar
We
todos los
already know.
platos también.
If you notice, when we were like all of us together in the dorm to 198, it was either
Too
way a
much
clusterfuck. People were dancing and singing and
That's what I'm
making
saying, like-
noisy.
So okay, so let's give it a little bit of update about this. So you just do we did 9 hours of the first game, went straight to the hotel at 1 a.m. in the morning. We didn't.
It started.
Hotel.
Wait,
Can
what?
we say the hotel? Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I think we can talk about the hotel, but we
Yeah.
can't be that
Okay,
specific
it was
about the
probably-
hotel.
The first day was probably around close to 20 hours of recording. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, so
Unpaid.
that's the other thing.
We
And
were
you're-
exhausted.
no, yeah, and that's the other thing that I feel like everyone should know right now. Like,
Netflix got the best deal.
yeah. No. Okay. Well, just continue saying that. It was
An
okay.
undisclosed
How long do you think?
production team.
How long do you think each episode is gonna be?
Maybe like an hour.
Do you think an
I think
hour?
probably 50
not
minutes.
usual.
Isn't that the usual thing?
Yeah.
How long are reality TV shows in general? Like 45 minutes? An hour?
An
An
hour.
hour, yeah.
Lauren says an hour.
Okay,
Well,
so let's go.
No, I mean, I'm just asking this because it's true. Like, I don't know if you know this, but like, if you see a like, if you saw the first episode, the second episode, you just see like the challenge happening, whatever the time it lasts or whatever, but you don't see like how much maybe we have to wait or how much like everything is ready to go,
Yeah.
and
Oh my
it's
God.
hours and hours. Can you imagine like just organizing like 456 people in that
Yeah.
moment with
Putting
their
on
jackets?
the jackets.
Yeah.
With that fucking
the-
it
squid
was
ink
so
or whatever.
crazy. It was like being in
The
Skid
squid
Row of
hat.
LA.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, do you not remember there was one German girl that was like off the rails? She was like on crack, honestly. There was so many crazy people at the beginning, no? And
There
then
were some crazy
There-
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at the beginning, everyone was crazy. Like, on
There was
fucking
this
crack.
girl. So I met a girl who was using like dreads. She's like a white girl with dreads and shit.
When she got out, she made
Oh,
it.
She was so
my
sad.
God,
I was the boss with her.
Was that
I
a
share,
was it
yeah,
German?
I
I
share
don't
like
know,
the,
but she had like dreads. And
I shared like
yeah.
the elevator with her. So you noticed her since the beginning. When I was in the hotel, like I just saw her and I was like, oh, this girl, because she was like super energetic and, and I was like,
Sometimes
this is like a
you're doing
reality
too
TV.
much. You're doing too much. Like, calm
Yeah.
down. A lot of people in there, even the first time in the door, it was kind of people like, I get it, and like, well, I don't know.
You're excited,
Maybe
you're
I'm
Netflix.
like more European and I'm less of a showman, but I'm kind of like, I get it. You wanna like put your one-liner or whatever, but you're doing too much, and I don't know, maybe that's good for
They will not
TV.
pay attention.
Begging
I
for
mean,
screen
This
time.
is real.
Begging,
It was,
whatever.
If you're begging for the camera, they will not give
They
you
will
camera
not.
time.
I mean, maybe they would. Maybe that work.
Definitely.
And
This goes from
Something-
reality TV stars from Netflix. Squid Game The Challenge. No,
Eso,
Netflix.
eso fue lo que yo sentí conmigo. O sea, venimos de hacer un juego day before, a long day, 20 hours of filming or whatever it took. Then we go straight to the dorms. My energy is low. I'm super hungry, and I saw all the people like dancing and doing push-ups and exercising.
They were doing
and
push-ups.
singing, and I was like,
Can you believe that?
How you can be doing this? I don't have energy. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to know you.
There was so
I don't-
many-
I don't care.
The problem is that there were so many people.
There was so many people, and everyone came. Oh, we are best friends.
Yeah.
I'm like, Don't be so
Yeah, they're like
that's not real. That's not real. I cannot be like that. I just cannot be like that.
You're a real one, that's fine.
you're a real one. She's a real one. She's a real one. A real perra.
I was like,
But it's true. It's true.
Next
People
to
were
Carlos
so fucking
all the time.
energetic.
And
Yeah.
I was like,
so we met in the tent waiting for the first game. And there was a guy, I don't remember his name, but he was like, there's another Latina, she's just talking Spanish over there like you.
It was Dash.
Oh, it was Dash. Dash. Hi, Dash. Okay, so if you're watching it, yeah. So yeah, he was like, there's another Latino over there. And I was like, oh, for real? And then we said hi.
Actually, I was 135 and he was 136.
And we noticed that shit, and we were like, holy shit.
God.
So we
Since
started
there,
hanging
we're
out.
like,
So we were
best
besties.
friends.
We were the besties, yeah, for sure. We
were
were
together.
besties. We were besties in the show, yeah. So
And I
That
might
was
have
weird.
done it right before the first game too, but it was like when we were waiting in line right before starting, and I was just like talking to her, just like making conversation, probably talking like super fast, and she was just looking at me like very confused.
She was like, red flags.
This girlfriend,
Speaking of
it's like,
energetic,
red flags.
she is like that, but at that moment I was like, this is fucking fake.
yeah, she
Now
was
that I
just
know
like-
her, she's like that, but at that moment it was like, I'm dying
Falsa.
how you can be like
Falsa.
this. So literally I was
But
like,
I love a falsa, I'm not gonna lie. That's what
Yeah.
I'm looking for in someone. I'm like, if you're falsa, we're gonna get along.
Right.
Okay,
that's
so
why he loves me.
Well, the biggest falsa is not here.
yeah, Mimi,
Falsa.
we
They're
love you so
falsa.
much. We just want to say that we're here because of her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right now we're together because of her.
Mimi, you brought us together.
And you know what? Yeah, I wish you were here. If you have the
She's
chance
too
to be
busy for
tomorrow.
us.
Stop
Who knows? There's gonna be a
by.
second episode. Who knows? But if you're here tomorrow, we'll do it together.
We need
too.
to talk about her drama.
She has so much spice on it. I think you're the spices. You're the spices over there. I love you so much. In the game, I think she's gonna be
was the
so fucking
habanero.
entertaining.
It was so
She was
funny.
the habanero from Chihuahua.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, but I have a question for you, Lorenzo. So, as we were saying, that's how we met. How do you met us? Do you remember that? Do you remember how like it was the
I'm
whole
not gonna lie to you. I do not remember the moment that I met you at all. Like, I don't know how that happened. I remember being together, but I don't remember actually meeting you. So, if someone can actually tell me.
So we were in the dorms, and I heard like these people just like talking like Mandarin Chinese or something, and I was like, that's so cool. Like I want to talk to someone in Spanish. I'm like, I need to find like Hispanic
You
people.
knew definitely there were people in Spanish.
I was like, so then someone was like, oh, I overheard someone. They might have overheard you. I think it was.
I was screaming, Latinos!
Yeah. And so then
Latinos! We were like screaming, con esta de acá.
Someone took me to, like,
Maybe that's how you got me. It was the Latinos. I was like, me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yo soy una falsa latina.
Falsa Latina. Yeah, I pretend. I just love it.
Hey Lorenzo, can you sing the song from Romeo Santos? Just a little piece.
Little intermission. Okay.
I'm not gonna embarrass myself.
Doesn't matter. It's
Fuck the
just a
copyright.
podcast, yeah.
Romeo, this is for you. Andre, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Do it. We're not.
The
No, I
fans
need
will
some-
love
Okay,
it.
let's do
I
this.
need some
Michela.
background singing.
Michela,
Background singing.
please continue with your story, and after that,
Yeah,
he
after
will
that.
he will start getting ready. You know,
Stop.
he will start getting ready
Don't
because he's
But if you're watching
very
Aventura-
talented in Spanish.
I love Aventura. That was my childhood. I love
We
it.
love you,
I
Aventura.
bought a fake
We love you,
CD from
Romeo.
the streets, and that was my banger CD. I was impressing all my friends. So
Oh, for real? And what did your friends say about?
I bought the Aventura CD, and they only had one song in 7 different versions. Yeah, Obsession.
Obsession.
It was like,
That was the
what?
song
I really
you would
hope I
sing.
find that CD.
But he sang like la cantó en 7 versiones.
No, the singing was like the same, but it was remixes. So one was like 6-7 minutes long, one shorter. If someone has a CD, I need to have it. But there were so many versions of
You
it.
lost that CD?
Every time I'm Mom, please play Obsession. In the car, yeah. So it was like my favorite song of all time. I've listened to the song probably 10,000 million times. So yeah.
Wow.
Romeo
And now he's gonna perform it for
in
us.
my heart.
Yeah. No, Michela. So
Okay, Michela,
so how it went?
So how it went? Alright, so they
¿Cómo
took me
fue?
to you guys. Y después ahí conseguimos también a Paola.
Paola.
Mimi.
Paola, te amamos.
Te extrañamos.
Hola, Paola.
From PR.
Nos hubiera encantado que también Paola esté aquí. Ahí está nuestra última latino que
Sí.
Sí, Mimi y Paola. Las extrañamos.
Y nada, todos estábamos hablando y todo, yo trayendo el chisme. Y de la nada yo creo
Así
que
fue
ahí
como
vino
compraste tu
Lorenzo.
entrada,
Claro,
Dani.
Lorenzo vino y escuché y dijo el chisme.
Porque veo que nosotros estábamos tú, Mimi, Paola y yo juntos.
Sí.
Luego Micaela
Y ahí supimos que tú eras
unió.
peruana y yo me emocioné porque decías, ay, país hermano. País,
Y luego Lorenzo quizás iba pasando por ahí y nos escuchó hablar en español y dijo, mierda, that's my tea.
That's spicy.
Porque nosotros estamos como un grupito así chiquitito hablando del drama que le pasó a Mimi, que ustedes quizás se lo van a echar en Netflix.
Only on Netflix.
Entonces,
Squid Game, the
creo
challenge.
que él iba como pasando y tratando de oír, y como es un metido de
Listen,
sapo.
For me, if you give me drama, Latino, telenovela vibe,
Yeah. That's the
I
whole
just need to
package,
go.
yeah.
So maybe that's why I heard. I was like, oh god.
Yeah,
You sound that
But you
dramatic.
have that soul. That's why we were so happy with you.
No, entonces
It
nos
was
damos
so-
cuenta que el
What a
mae
great addition.
entiende el español, primero que
Yeah.
nada,
Sí.
y canta Obsesión.
Ah,
Entonces,
stop.
eso
We were
ya
singing.
lo amamos, lo
We were
amamos.
Now
singing.
I'm blushing.
Do you think they will? No, they will not show it because of copyright. They will
Probably
not show us
not.
singing Obsession.
Probably, yeah.
Sad.
We sang Bad
Bobby
Bunny, I
sing
remember.
along.
We sang
Yeah,
Romeo
little Bad
Santos.
Bunny,
Yeah,
Romeo.
Bad Bunny. Saludos.
Bad Bunny, baby.
Saludos.
So that's
baby,
probably how it
baby.
happened, to be honest. Yeah, I just came over.
Yeah.
I was looking for like friends, but I feel like in there I was really not struggling. I never like try and make friends. I'm just kind of like independent. But then I wanted to have some people that I
To
got
vibe
along with. To
with.
vibe
Of
with.
course, yeah.
And I did.
Because it was long days.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine being long days in this place where you don't know. Tú no sabes si es de día,
De
no
noche.
sabes si es de
La hora que
noche,
es.
no sabes qué hora, no sabes a qué hora te están
No.
despertando porque te
No
despertaban
ves.
con esa puta
La-
alarma traumática. Hoy día los puse a
Yeah.
prueba y yeah. So,
Hoy en la mañana
PTSD.
estamos todos aquí en un Airbnb y estamos Micaela y yo chismeando con Lorenzo en su cuarto, cuando de repente llega con el teléfono y la canción de Squid Games, o sea, con la que nos
La-
levantaban,
la-
yo casi me
sí.
da.
I got PTSD when you did that. I was like, not again. Like
qué
crazy.
loco que eso, o sea, de verdad, el sonido
sonido.
se inyectó
Sí,
en nuestro
sí,
cerebro.
Nuestro cerebro.
Yes.
Y ya, y se quedó ahí. Yo te
Ya.
juro que tenemos 60, 70 años y llegamos a eso.
Bastante.
You think?
Y ese puto sonido, sí. Nunca nos vamos a olvidar.
Era porque-
We will
No.
never forget this
Yeah, I'll never
shit.
forget that shit.
Like
yeah.
you hear that, and like
Unforgettable
fucking PTSD is
experience.
gonna
I
come
was like, I
at
want to
you.
sleep
Yeah.
more. Please leave me alone.
Because they wouldn't turn
And they
the
turn
light
on the
off.
lights, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they would turn it off whenever they wanted to,
Yeah.
and even when they did, it was never
And then
fully
You
dark.
never knew what time it was.
They
Yeah.
turn off the lights and then people still talking each
But
other.
sometimes
Why
you
you
could
guys
look
did
into
that?
the production members'
definitely talking
phones
during
to
the
know
night.
time.
People
I
were-
never did that. Oh my god! Wow!
No wait, I lost. my
You're
list
so
of-
sneaky.
You know how sometimes production
I
would just be
remember one time
walking
you said
around,
that, yeah.
and sometimes they'd have their phone out, and you could look at the time.
Oh my god, yeah.
Or when
I've
they
done
would
the
call
phones
you
like,
for
I don't know what
interviews,
time it
yeah,
is.
they'd call you for interviews, they'd just be on their
Yeah.
phone, and I'd be like, and then you could see the time. I'd come back, and I'd be telling people, okay, it's this time,
Legit.
it's this time.
really?
So that's how
She
you
told
know.
us that.
It was a
Yeah.
valuable resource,
Dude,
knowing the
but-
time, and
Yeah.
the power.
But I remember, like, I don't know, they will give us, I think we can say this, but like, we didn't have that much, like, of a chance to get out, of course. So
Oh, no,
people
no.
were going crazy.
Yeah.
You never
People-
went out, right?
I went out once.
Well, I
Me
only
too
went out
once.
once.
So
too,
I
yeah.
know this is not gonna appear in the show. This is like an exclusive, una exclusiva aquí en Pláticas Desconectadas todos los domingos en Estado Desconectados. Suscríbanse, denle like y compartan. Okay, so we continue.
Back to the show.
Yeah, back to the show.
Maya se lo sabe de memoria, ¿ves? Parece una grabadora.
Yeah, I know. 2 years with Michelle. Okay, but so the thing that I was saying is that imagine like I remember once I got out for 10 minutes. This happened. We can go out, like for 10 minutes. It's nothing like every day. Who
No.
knows how long it takes for
I
them?
think we were inside the dorms for 2 weeks and I just went out once.
Yeah, me too. Once, and we
So-
stayed that for like a week and a half.
Week and a
probably.
half
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
So it was like you don't
We don't even know.
see the sun, you don't breathe like
Like the air is
Air.
like recirculate. It's not like fresh air, and then it was
Yeah.
just
And people
and the
Our
lights
lips were
like super
destroyed.
bright.
people gave up.
I lost my voice
Yeah,
too.
people-
I was
I was never gonna leave. I was kind of like, if you wanna leave,
Please.
like I would
I'm
never.
sorry,
left.
dude. I don't know who you are.
It's like, oh my god, it's too intense.
Okay, so you went out, Lorenzo, right? You went out. How did that happen? Because we didn't see it. Like we all saw how we
Honestly,
went out, but we don't
I'm
know.
trying to forget about the moment. But oh, the light's off.
The lights.
Should I carry on?
Whatever.
Should I carry on without the lights?
Yeah, I think you should
Yeah.
just
Okay.
carry on.
I just-
You shine by your own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't need
like
it.
you,
Yeah.
the camera like
Shine
points at you and you just shine.
You like that?
So continue, please. Continue.
Yeah. In general, I just think I don't buy the whole story of Leanne, her son, like this sobbing story. Like
You
it's
spelled
probably
her
gonna
name
make
out?
people crying. Like you shouldn't cry about that stuff. Like she's a hater, and her son is a hater. That is a family of haters. It's probably living in Alabama with guns. That's the vibe I'm getting from them.
Imagine if they're not actually mother and son.
No,
I
they
think
they
honestly,
lied.
mentirosos, both of them.
She
I
don't-
can tell they're liars.
Yeah.
But he was like, I remember when I met him. Saludos. I don't even remember his name.
no, me
Exactly.
I don't
Thank you,
remember
Carlos.
either.
On that note, can't remember hers either.
I never, like nunca sentí click with her.
Yeah.
Everybody,
No, yeah, I
because
never
she's
talked-
old, everybody
you talked
were
with
like,
her.
oh, you
Oh,
made
just
it,
because-
blah,
listen.
blah, just because she's old.
Well,
but I
thank
never
you.
felt like
'Cause
I
listen-
need to talk to her.
Yeah, because listen,
Yeah.
I
You know what I
respect-
mean?
I respect every person as long as like you give me something to respect you. But I'm not gonna respect you just because you're old. If you're old and nasty, I'm not gonna respect you. That's my
Right.
point.
Because there's
Yeah.
another
That's my point.
a
I
man
just
that was
thought-
old. And
There
he
were
was so
multiple old
He was so
people,
nice,
right?
the Korean one.
Or
No,
Wait,
he
no,
was
Dr.
American. No, the doctor I hated.
no, the one who was older. He was like a doctor in like
yeah.
family
I
medicine
think he's
or
American,
something.
right?
Yeah.
He was so nice.
No, I loved him. He was
Yes.
super nice. And no, yeah, I only really talked to that old lady because I needed to borrow some chapstick from her. Because
Oh.
she somehow got chapstick. And
She
so
got?
She did
I'm
get
telling you.
chapstick. And I was like, oh, can like I borrow some? And then she like
I just think
leaves.
she got away
nice.
with a lot of stuff because she was old and it was she's so nice. I'm like, how is she nice exactly? She cut some apples and came like that story was like half an hour long when it shouldn't have been 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm like,
It's true.
we cut some apples,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. And like there was a red one. I'm like, now you're scared? No, because I wanted to be honest. Oh my god, you're so charitable. Like you're here fighting for $4.5 million. You're not here for like, you know, loving
have
people.
friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
to have
Yeah,
so
that's
those
true.
stories sounded fishy to me, so I really didn't trust her. That's why I probably went out, whatever. That said, no, actually, I'll leave that to the show. But maybe I haven't done anything specifically to her, but I was, you know, whatever, in the show. But yeah, anyway.
There's
the whole
some
story.
people that doesn't like to see you shining, so
Yeah.
you were writing so,
Oh,
so
thank
bad
you,
that she
girl.
was feeling like, you know.
Girl. But yeah. But anyway, that's what I say about Liam. But I say I respect her as in like she's for me. She sent me home, and I would have won if she wasn't for her. So I respect you because maybe you had more chances to win.
Yeah.
So that's
Right.
it. Honestly,
She
We're
took me
okay.
down. That's
No,
correct.
I can't say too much about her because to me, I'm like, you. On my perspective, you kicked out what I think is the strongest player. So kudos to you. Well done, girl.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah. What I'm gonna say is like,
Clap for the lady that we don't know the name, but it was
Yeah.
the mama of the boy.
The
Bacana.
boy
and the mama.
and the drama,
He-
and she
Whatever.
made
When
it.
he said hi, he was like, "Huh?" People jokes with me. He says that my mama bring me here or whatever. I was like,
but
"Yes."
he did. I think
really ever
he
said
kidnapped
that.
him to be on the show. Like there's a fishy story around them. There's rumors going about. I think there's something behind them. Like
Behind
is
it? Like
yeah,
what?
I think it's like keeps him in a room and he can only have pee breaks. Like apparently.
Do you think they're not even
not
like
me.
mother and son, and they're actually
I
like?
wanna hear this rumor.
Whatever. Like I
Do you
don't
think
care.
they're not? Imagine if like they're not mother and son, and actually
They're
like
not.
They don't look alike.
He
Imagine-
bought him somewhere.
Imagine
I'm
they're
telling
like
you,
lovers or
there's
something.
some traffic. They're lovers. He's got a king for all the women.
Spicy.
No way,
yeah,
guys.
he did.
Please don't.
He
Backstory
did.
now.
I'm telling
I
you.
don't think so.
Do you buy the
The
whole story?
truth will come out, though,
Listen,
yeah.
Stories will come out.
No, he was so whipped.
La verdad será
I'm
revelada.
sorry, but like, if that's your mother, how can you be so whipped? He was like scared
That's
to
so
talk
funny.
without her permission. I'm like, he probably lives with her at home at like 30. I'm kind of like, The whole story for me is you see in Italy, it makes water like going out of the holes. Cause like I don't buy it, but whatever. Honestly, live your life. Some people like older women, and that's completely fine. And some people never leave the house until they're 17. That's fine too. I never judge. That's the thing about me. I never judge people.
I noticed that. Nos damos cuenta de que no juzgas.
No.
Así que todo está re bien. Okay, so let's go to the second game.
La galleta.
So first of all, what we will do, I don't know if they will show it in the show, they will explain how it was, but for us, it was like para nosotros, era como que jugábamos un juego, te esperabas 2 días. Esos 2 días eran días sociales, eran días en donde estábamos adentro y nos daban comida de mierda, sin sabor alguno.
Tu vida. Es que es la verdad, no te quiero conocer, no me interesa tu vida. I'm here for the money. And they make us.
I would say.
She's giving Miami now.
Yeah, they make us like talk each other. And was
La gente quería hablar mucho, pero eran días sociales entonces, ¿verdad? Entonces eran un día de juego, 2 days of like being social and shit, and then the next day will be game again.
Yeah.
So the second game was freaking. Before the second game, something spicy happened between those 2 days. We met.
That's when
we were
we
friends.
find out about Mimi drama.
Oh, Mimi drama happened there.
In
should
those
we
2 days.
talk about the drama? Or should like we leave it maybe for Mimi?
Maybe for a second episode. Maybe we get together
we're gonna
and
You never know.
The
You
tea
never
is
know.
hot.
Yeah,
that's
the
what I'm
tea-
gonna say.
Like
Like some shit went down. And
We're
it
gonna do
was
a part
bad.
2. But you know,
Honestly,
we
we
definitely are doing a
keep
part
on
2.
They allow some players to like misbehave. Not allow them, but I guess some people complain, maybe
They
not.
didn't stop them.
But like yeah,
so.
there's one in particular. Maybe we're gonna talk about it in another episode. But it was nasty. Like I don't think I've ever met someone that bad
So
as that
fucking
guy.
nasty.
Yeah.
So that's it.
So fucking nasty. You know who we're talking about.
Yeah,
I think
you
if
know.
people are
Yeah.
watching it, probably they know
They
who
know.
he is
If
too.
you know, you know.
And
So-
maybe I'm gonna say, and they called me out for calling him out by saying, can I say this? I don't know. For like, you say, oh,
You say.
we briefed you about harassing and bullying. I never bullied anyone in my life. I was just talking about someone who was a bully, and nothing was done about it.
Do you think
I
they
didn't even
told
know.
him that? Do you think they told him that?
Well,
no harassing?
I'm not sure, but like, it was bad, and I was
Can you
like,
believe that?
Yeah, and I was called out for it. And at that moment, it was like a, I don't know. This one, I'm like, you, whatever. You want me here? I can leave. I was like, if you think that's bullying, I'm leaving. Like, I was like, no, but I really like you and want you here. I was like, well, then you either want me like this or you don't. Because if you classify that as bullying, you're wrong. But that's it.
Yep.
I
we'll
think
get
he
into
was
it.
a bull.
I think
bully.
everyone
He
talks
was a
about.
bully.
I think Vanessa could talk about like her like
Con este
perspective.
inglés y con este acento que me cuesta. This guy, when he came to our group, start telling things to Mimi, and I just
So
say to him
harassing
like,
her,
yeah,
right?
like you are. It's not my fault that you are unmemorable.
You're not memorable, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what's wrong with you? So yo le dije como que,
I bet that's
mira,
gonna appear.
andate. O sea, we don't need you here. We don't want you here. Y él es como que, I'm not talking to you. No, but I'm talking to you. Just go, leave. Because we don't need you here. And he's like, he tried to, me imitó, ¿cómo se dice en inglés?
Mock your
I
accent.
was like mimicking
Mocking
her.
your
I'm
accent,
so
yeah.
accent.
mad I missed
And
that.
Lorenzo was
Yeah.
there, and Lorenzo came like, stand up, and he's like, don't do that. You know you cannot do that. I was like, Lorenzo, you're the
Yeah,
best.
I know.
Aw.
I love
yeah, but
you.
I think that was a trigger for me because it's like, I mean, that you're attacking something not only beautiful, but like the diversity there
He
is.
had
Dude,
an
and you
accent
come
And you know
from-
what?
How
And you
do
know
you
what?
know
I
about
commend I feel like that's the only thing I like actually really regret of the show, like of my de mi participación en el show, is that I didn't jump in that moment, because what I decided to do, I was really naive. I feel I was like, you know what? I'm gonna tell production right now. You know what? Because this can continue like that.
Sometimes
With the mock,
Karen in
right?
it is the best.
Yes,
Yeah.
for
I'm
real.
gonna tell you,
and
like,
and
nah.
they want, and I don't know if I'm just gonna say they wanted to be in that moment, and that was,
Yeah.
and I bet that will appear.
Oh, really?
Maybe I don't know if I'm being wrong right now that the show
Hopefully,
is
because
out,
I didn't get
but
to
I bet
see
we're
it.
filming this before the show is out, so I bet that shit is gonna be there.
Do you think?
I think
Listen
so,
to me, I
because-
went because I was like, this can't continue after that,
Yeah.
and it's like Lorenzo's like jump to defend you,
Yeah.
and I was like, you know what, fuck it, and I was like, this is happening, and it was like,
Oh, wow.
Wow. See?
So, you know.
I don't know if they're gonna sue me for this,
Right. No, just kidding.
But it's the
But I
truth.
felt really bad.
But more than reason, it's like, yeah, they just want to make the drama,
Yeah.
and you were in the center of it.
I felt bad
Yeah.
because you have microphone 24/7. You cannot take away your microphone.
Even in the
So
bathroom.
then after
Yeah.
that, I didn't feel like comfortable to speak. You know,
Yes.
like I
Yeah.
was like.
But that's the
trying-
nature of
I don't know
harassment.
what-
I'm gonna blame your,
Yeah.
you know, make
Your
you insecure. So you're
Entonces,
like,
ajá,
you know?
él mentalmente me jodió
Se metió en la cabeza de
porque, ajá, yo me sentía como que ya no quiero hablar en inglés porque ya no sé si me entienden o no me entienden. Entonces, como que I feel like the Vanessa that was on the show is not the real Vanessa because of
Oh,
that.
you think that ruined the whole thing?
Yeah.
after
But
that?
that's what I mean, it was
He
not-
just told me like you're completely different.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
That's
you
so
were particular.
fucking
I think you went
annoying.
shy. Maybe not,
Awkward.
but yeah, even that didn't help. Yeah, and actually there was a moment that like, you told him like, oh, we don't want you to be here, whatever. And I was like, right. And you turned to me and you were like, right. And I didn't say anything then. I don't know if you remember, but just because, see, I was being conscious that I wanted everyone to feel welcome, even if it was being nasty. I didn't want to. This is what I mean.
I don't
Mine was not
remember that.
harassment. I was called out by Netflix, and I was like, because he just said we don't want you here, and I was like, right, and I was like, whatever. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't
I'm not sure if I should apologize to you or whatever, but yeah, I feel
He
like
didn't apologize,
No,
right?
not
I don't
apologize. But it was
did.
like when you said like we don't want you here, and I was like, right. You turned to me and you said right, and I was like, I didn't say anything. I was like, even then.
Bitch, falsa.
No, not because of that. But I was like, even then, I wanted everyone to feel welcome, just to reinforce the fact that I didn't want to make him feel like he shouldn't have been there. It's just like what he was saying. For me, it's more about accountability.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna
Yes.
call you out. Do I want you here? Yes, maybe. Maybe you're gonna learn from this. Cause listen, I think we in life we only learn from feeling embarrassed. So
Yeah.
I really wanted him to feel embarrassed, which I'm not sure we succeeded because he was very strong in his
Yeah.
opinion. So.
And
Yeah.
after that, like he just continued with the fucking character. That's the
But he
thing.
was
We don't
kind of
even
a
know if it was a
coward,
character.
though, because he decided to do that when like I was gone and someone else was also gone from the team. Like he.
Oh, yeah,
like,
when
it
we were
wasn't
less
when we were all
people.
together.
When we were
Yeah,
less
there were
people.
less people. He said.
Who-
about
okay.
it.
Paola wasn't
Paola
there,
was
and
there,
you
and I
wasn't
was
there
there,
because
and I think
Paola.
he was scared of us.
So
Yeah,
you know
for
what's
sure.
the whole? You know what's the whole thing? So before that, in one of those social days, I don't know if this was. Yeah, this was before the cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were there still.
Yeah.
So this was before the cookie. So we were just hanging out, right? And we were talking about this with Mimi because this was like a current topic in the moment. We were talking about like the whole drama that happened with this guy. What was his number? 198. 198.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we were talking about it, and this guy Ty, I think is his name. No, what's his number? I don't know. But this guy like came with us, and he was like just listening to us, and he was like pretending.
The guy who was like a spy for them. He
Yes.
had like the
His
hair,
little
yeah,
colita,
his
tenía
little
una
bun,
colita.
yeah. I never trusted
Chinese?
him.
Yeah, we follow each other on Instagram. Saludos.
El que era chinito.
Sí, 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 sí.
I don't remember his name.
Es bilingüe, entonces sí se ve que chinito, pero no, es que dice no es chino.
Bueno,
No,
era
que
achinadito.
Achinadito.
Era achinadito y con el peinado de...
Vanessa.
¡Spicy! Canta la canción. Canta la canción, Vanessa. No la canto. No.
No, he was joking.
No.
He was joking.
No.
There's all-
No,
there's all for you.
no hay ninguna canción. Bueno, a lo que quería ir es que el tipo se metió un día en la conversación y Mimi siguió hablando del drama que ella tuvo con este hombre.
Ay, sí.
Y yo era como que el tipo siempre se la pasa
Claro.
con él. Like he's always hanging out with him. Don't talk this shit. And she just said everything.
Yeah.
And the day after that,
He
that guy
came.
came to make drama.
That's
That dude.
true.
Yeah.
That's true, right
Yep.
there. Okay.
He had spies and everything. Like there
Yeah.
were people who were
But the point
actually
is, we're talking about it.
Ya no
So,
le demos tanta
well
importancia
done.
al Mai. Okay.
Exactly.
Sí, ya pasó. So I want to talk about the second game actually. That was the
Wow.
most intense shit that I have lived in my fucking life.
Yeah.
That was like that was like my top 10. Yeah, top
So-
10. I want to put top 10 intense moments.
Really?
Top 10, yes.
Well,
Yes. Yeah.
Of your life?
I think so.
That's
so one
crazy.
is the green
Because I
light.
won at the last second of the game. Like
I
I
know.
ended up
Okay.
breaking the cookie in the last fucking, and like when I put it like
Stop.
this, it was 0.
0. Yeah.
Stop.
And I was like, I'm fucked. Well, we were talking about it, but like, okay, so we started the second game.
Stop.
This is really curious because Lorenzo and Mimi got the same shape.
Did we?
I
Yeah,
think
she
yeah,
was.
she
You
was
got.
in your team.
Yeah, she was.
Well,
Yeah.
So
Circle.
the triangle.
Or It was circle.
Triangle. I
Okay.
got triangle.
Okay.
Okay.
With Mimi. But Michela, Paola, Carlos, and myself,
Y
we
Cookie.
got the
Cookie.
star.
I love you, dude. You're so. Do you remember
I
Cookie?
remember Cookie. He was in the
He started
in our
talking
team.
in Mexican Spanish, like it was Spanish, but like with
Do
the
you remember
accent,
him?
with the Mexican
Who's this
accent.
guy?
We were in the same
It was
circle.
like, yeah, he had like a long ass beard, and he was like, "Hola, ¿cómo están? Yo quiero ser parte del Latino group." And then
Wait a
in that
second.
moment, we were like, "You're part of it, right?" Like when
Yes.
we started playing,
He was
but
really
he lost in
He
that
lost.
same game.
Trying to
You were there. We were in that
I was
group.
there, and I'm
We were
trying
in
to
the same
remember his
circle.
face. I
Next to
know,
him.
but why
Yeah.
not?
I
I
remember.
So
remember.
saludos.
Okay,
Bye.
so how was your experience with the Cookie?
But my experience with Cookie was very good. Well, I say that now. In hindsight, it was stressful as fuck. And
Mimi has the best.
Story.
Tiene la mejor personificación de ti.
Yeah.
Cuando
Oh
dice-
my god,
Yeah.
yes. I was that, yeah, oh my god, I was that, yeah. To be fair, that's what I did. Because actually, that was sheer panic for me. Because I wanted a triangle, because that's the easiest. That was in
Yeah.
the real show, was the easiest shape. And I feel like, this is what I mean. Everything in the game was like going my way. I feel like I was getting the best out of everything. I got the best shape, I got the best team, whatever.
You were going on, yeah.
Yeah, I was going on. That's why I'm so angry at Liane, but.
Oh, Liane is her name, okay.
Yeah, that's
Liane.
the name. Plutovinsky, whatever. Yeah, colonizer. That's what you are. And then I got the triangle. I was very happy. It was the drama about the super arrogant guy. Whatever
the
his number
football
was.
guy,
Yeah,
yeah.
at the beginning I also thought he was hot, and then he started turning.
No, he wasn't.
This is what I mean. What I find the most amusing is like. During the show, you could really tell who was bad energy. Like you can't
Yes,
pinpoint
100%.
something.
Yeah.
But I feel like everyone started not liking some people. They were like just bad energy.
And you're
Yeah.
so
Bringing-
together,
strong
like you're
band.
so
yeah, and
like,
everyone,
están
without
apegados.
speaking to each other, we just didn't like, the same people. And yeah, we didn't like him, but then he eventually got us, oh, well done, he's so macho, whatever. And they even asked me, like, in the interview, I was like, oh, are you grateful to him? And I was like, I'm not grateful to him at all. Like, I couldn't give a fuck. But anyway.
But it was intense moment that when they were picking the shapes.
Yeah, it was an
Remember?
intense
We
moment.
didn't know
but-
that.
Shit, I just missed
No
the whole
sabíamos
thing.
nada.
Okay, so how it started, we were like, so en los dormitorios era como que, ¿cómo va a ser? Porque sabíamos que no podíamos elegir the shape, no podíamos elegir
Sí.
la figura porque ya sabíamos cómo es en la serie. Obviamente hay fáciles y hay difíciles. ¿no?
Claro.
Entonces en ese momento fue como, ¿cómo lo van a hacer? Nunca supimos cómo lo iban a hacer y fue una sorpresa para todo el mundo. Nos dividieron en 4 filas.
Bueno, no, nos metieron un cuarto
Sí.
blanco.
Claro, el cuarto blanco de la serie, ¿cómo va en la serie?
Y
Te
creo
meten en
que
el cuarto
nos
blanco.
dijeron, elijan en qué fila quieren estar.
Claro,
no
pero
nos
las
pusieron,
filas no tenían
pusieron.
nada,
Entonces-
no sabíamos el orden, la gente se estaba
No sé
tratando,
por
porque
qué.
en las paredes, ¿te acuerdas que
Oye,
estaba pintado? Entonces
pero
estaban
¿sabes?
tratando de acordar.
Pero
We were
¿sabes
trying
qué
to
es lo
figure out.
increíble?
Yeah.
Pero ¿sabes? Lo increíble es que nosotros dijimos, no queremos ir a la cuarta fila, porque obviamente la cuarta fila puede ser el paraguas.
Sí.
And it was.
And it was!
Yeah, of course. This is what I mean. When it went there, for me, it was very easy. Because I was like, whatever the line
Dude, but
you
that was
chose,
random.
that's what you're getting.
But it was random.
Yeah,
But
but,
that
when they
was
were in that
random.
room, I don't know what was all about. Like, oh, maybe we should swap this and that. I'm like, okay.
Well, in the beginning, we
you
got-
chose it. That's
Yeah.
your fate. Like, you want to go against fate? That was my
Dude, that was so random, but it was like super
Yeah.
random because we had. So it went this way. Fue como que. Michela, explícalo tú.
Bueno, básicamente
Se la lanzo.
entramos
explica
al
todo.
cuarto y habían 4 filas y dijeron, ok, escoge una fila. La cosa era que cada fila tenía ciertos puntos. ¿Cuántos? ¿20? ¿24?
No, more.
how many more?
¿Qué?
Como cada
You
fila
have to
tenía
stand up
unos
in a
puntitos.
dot.
Probably
Remember?
30.
Yes.
30?
Yes.
Maybe 30.
Yeah.
Probably,
And
yeah.
la gente se comenzó a pelear de la fila porque remember they ran out of dots and then they were trying to
Yeah.
look for someone and then they switched people up because no one wanted to give up their spot and there were more and then we were all in our lines y de la nada agarran and they take the first person in each line out and they take them into a room y ahí nosotros no sabíamos qué estaba sucediendo, we were just talking
in
chilling.
a white,
Yeah.
Ajá,
white
porque no
room.
sabíamos. O
No
sea,
sabíamos.
lo pensamos, era como que, bueno, maybe a los 4 los van a hacer elegir la
Claro.
figura. ¿Cómo va a ser?
That's what
No
I thought.
sé.
sabemos.
That's
Pero
what I
eso
thought.
va a pasar. But what happened?
What
Oh my
happened
God.
is all of a sudden they do their little announcement. What do they say? Like, players, please, whatever.
Yeah.
Watch
Then-
the screen.
Yeah, watch the screen. We turn to the screen and then ahí vemos a los 4
Entrar.
capitanes de todos entrando en un cuarto. El mismo cuarto, era el mismo de la
cuarto.
arenita y
De la-
todo.
It's the same. It's the same. I feel like they just
same.
took. Siento que agarraron los planos de la serie and
Sí.
they just literally they did it again. It was the same shit.
And then they had a timer. I think it was like 2
10
minutes.
minutes. Oh no, yeah, 2 minutes.
2
2 minutes to talk about it.
2
Yes,
minutes
you're
to
right.
talk
To
about
deal.
it.
Yeah.
To
And they
negotiate.
couldn't, to negotiate, and they couldn't play a game,
Yeah.
right? They couldn't play a game to
They just
decide.
have to talk about
Right, they just had to talk, and they had to come to an agreement of who gets which shape. And then if they didn't, which we didn't know that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because the timer goes off. Well, for the first one, was that with the girl who said
Yeah,
the British representation?
She was like, I'm British, I'm the minority. She
Yeah.
said,
Oh my
dumbass.
god,
Honestly,
What a dumbass. You are a
Yeah.
dumbass. I'm sorry, but you're a dumbass.
I'm sorry, you're dumb. You're dumb.
That's like the dumbest
Since
thing.
when being British is a minority?
Yeah.
Like,
We were like 4 Latinos in the same round, just
Yeah.
laughing at your
like,
fucking
the minority,
commentary.
white British girl, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We were looking at each other.
Colonizer.
You're really
Yeah,
making that.
for real,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
And she was like set on, was it the triangle or the circle? One of the easy ones. She like wanted that one.
Oh yeah,
And-
she fought hard for that shit.
And then the guy in our line, he was a hero. What was his name?
096.
Oh yeah. But what was his name? I forgot.
Zach, I think it's Zach. Zach, I
yeah,
love you.
Zach. You're a
We follow each other on Instagram
We
too.
do.
Since the beginning, since we went out, I've always wanted to be
I have
to
so
text
much
him
respect
to
for
just be
him.
like,
Thank you, man.
thank you, I love you. That's it.
What did he
Right.
do?
Okay, you will see.
He
Okay.
stood his
You were here.
ground because the British lady, she was trying to get him to pick the
No.
umbrella.
Okay, so wait. Oh shit. That was the second game. That
No,
was the
that was the
second.
first
It was the first
one.
one. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she and he
myself.
refused. He
Not
was
the
like,
practice.
"No, I'm not doing that." The timer goes off, and they all get eliminated. Like you just hear all of them, like their
Yeah.
packs go off, and everyone was like in shock because they were like, "Oh my gosh, like we just lost 4 people." And then they brought the second round of people.
Yeah, and
remember?
they knew already what the fuck
And they
was going
already
to happen.
knew what was
Oh
gonna
my
happen. And then at that point, I think they said, "Let's race for it" or something.
Yeah.
Something.
And
like
one of them
that.
like broke the fucking
Let's
wall.
race for it. And someone was like, yeah.
Someone break the wall because they raced. And then it was like, "Hey, players, you can't play a fucking game."
In my line,
That was
the
like
person
dumb
was
shit.
like not
Stupid.
even trying because I mean she was like I can't even remember. She couldn't even walk.
Run?
She could barely walk. So I
And
was
they
like,
all
what the fuck?
died to sum it all up. And then the third one was
Got
when
eliminated. They were like, "Don't say die.
Don't say die.
Don't say die. Just say
Eliminated.
got eliminated."
Got
Okay.
I got very good at that though towards the end. I was like, eliminated. I never said
Yeah.
died.
You're well trained for
Yeah,
that.
I was
Yeah.
very
Dead.
well trained.
Yeah, then the third one was with your guy, the football guy.
Whatever.
And then
You're a guy.
They
they
picked
did
shape.
pick it.
Yeah, and then our guy was like, "Oh, let's
The
just."
Let me
star.
pick the star.
He
I
was the
like,
first
"It was
one."
The first one too.
I was like, "What the fuck are you
Honestly,
doing?"
it was,
You
it was,
idiot.
oh, guys, I did it for
Okay,
you. I
so-
didn't want to do this. I'm like, yeah.
I know
whatever.
you saw this already. If you saw it, cool. Because like in that part when they decided,
mad at him.
the guy who picked the umbrella at the beginning, he was like trying to dominate the room. He was like screaming. He was like, guys, hear
Oh,
me
the
out.
blonde guy?
Hear me out. Yeah, the guy who picked the umbrella.
And no
hear
one
me
was
out.
hearing me
Hear
out.
me out. We have to do it. We can't go home right now. Like he was like screaming about it, and people were like, "Oh my god." Okay,
And
so
did
he
he
was like
almost
screaming,
cry?
and then yeah, and he was like, yeah, and while he was screaming, the other 3 they were like, "We're just gonna pick," and they just pick. They just ignore him because supposedly it was a deal. He was like, "Guys, if you let me."
Oh, he said you help me finish my cookie or something stupid like that.
He was
because
like,
everyone's doing
whoever
their
who
own
picks the
cookie.
umbrella, let's make a deal that we're gonna help you.
Yeah.
Fuck that. You're
Wow.
not
You're not gonna help
you're not in the same group. What's that fucking fear,
That
right?
was a stupid
And
idea.
the other was like, okay, and our guy was the first one, and he was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pick the star because he was like the neutral thing. No one
Yeah.
will fight for the star, so
Yeah,
that was his
I
like
think
thing.
But that's like a weak
Strategy.
mentality, I feel like, oh, I'm not strong enough to fight for it.
because
Let me
you
just
don't know
do.
because he didn't know that was going to be the definitive choice. Like no iba a ser como la última vez que iban a decidir, but it
¿Qué?
was.
Pero
I know.
no, pero igual,
I
o
was
sea, me parece
pissed.
un poco cobarde.
I
de
was
su parte,
pissed.
en
I was like,
realidad, sí.
holy shit, you were the
Decía,
first
no,
one
si
and you
querés-
picked the star. What the
Claro,
fuck?
porque si
querés,
te
sí.
van a eliminar, que te eliminen, tú sabes.
Yes. Yeah. I was like that too. But then
But
I thought about it.
I was okay with it because I was ready to go home because I had other pending priorities. Like I know everyone wanted the money. Like I came into the show not really wanting the money. I just wanted the clout.
the money.
Like I just wanted to like help.
I'm on
my
Netflix
peers.
now.
Right.
Yeah.
I just wanted the.
I want the cold cash.
So that's why I was like always just talking to people because I was like I need a network here and then I also had to go home for like my classes
academy.
and stuff. So I was
Yeah.
like I need to get out of here. If it would have been a circle or a triangle, I feel like it would have been embarrassing to lose.
It was so looking back. That
So
was
then
very
I'm like-
How many people lose on yours?
I think a few actually lost. There were a lot
With
of
the
people that didn't make
triangle?
it. Yeah, the circle apparently was easier.
That's true.
Well,
the
yeah,
first two
the
groups
circle
did a
would be
lot.
easier.
But there
More
was a
people
trick.
survived.
You just had to go like spit and just keep going,
Yeah.
like keep going. Like that's why I mean, like
Okay.
even the umbrella was. I mean, looking back, it's easy because you just
I
have
don't
no.
think-
Dude,
No.
the umbrella was
This-
so thin
It's-
at the
No,
bottom.
yeah.
Honestly,
And then the start was
there's a
hard.
technique.
The start
But there's
was
a technique.
so fucking
but if you
hard.
spat on it and you kept going with the needle,
Dude, no.
No, because the little
If you-
curves
the
were
needle was
small.
so weak.
No, but if you kept doing it for like the whole 2 minutes, it would just come off automatically. That's what I realized in the end. Isn't that
I
weird?
don't think
For
no.
me, was the hardest shit ever pulling that
Yeah.
fucking start.
Can we tell
Yes.
the story?
Let's go for this. Okay, so first
By the
for
way,
you.
Before I say that, like I kind of regret not being at the front of that queue because I feel like it would have been very easy for me to like get people to stay in their line, like whatever. For me, it was
You will
very-
convince them.
Yeah, well, I think I would convince them because like whoever you chose that line, that is your fate. Why do you want to change it now? You chose the line, just go straight down. I would have said I wish I got circle, but I got triangle, and that's what I'm going with.
Dude, but listen to me.
Finished.
The or guy of our line, the first one, 096, we love you so much.
Yeah.
096, when the three of them went and just picked the fucking thing, and the umbrella was the last one, and we were the ones
Yeah.
who were going to receive the umbrella. Íbamos a recibir la sombrilla.
No, pero él agarró primero el triángulo o el círculo.
Pero él después se quedó sin nada.
Y después
Al
se quedó
final,
sin nada,
los tres
sí.
agarraron uno y él se quedó sin nada y él dijo,
Nos vamos todos a la
you know
mierda.
what?
Claro.
I don't care.
Yeah.
We're going
Yeah.
all home. And they were like, what? And then the 2 minutes went off and
Yeah.
and that was the best fucking moment of the show.
That was
One of the
iconic,
best moments.
yeah.
I was like, that's so fucking
I
epic.
loved it. I was
Yeah.
like 4 people less. Yoo-hoo.
And because
Yeah,
of, and
I was
beca-
happy to
Bye.
that.
dude, and because of
hate
him,
it.
and because of him, we got Star. And
Yeah.
well, I mean, you know, like you got eliminated, but
Yeah.
but we were like with Umbrella, we all have got
Yeah.
eliminated at the end of
Because
the day.
Umbrella, not that many people
4
went
fucking
through.
people
passed.
Although
There's one
I
guy.
did hear someone broke their umbrella
4
and went
people.
through. Did you hear that?
Really?
Wait,
I did
no,
hear that.
There was quite. They had like a imagine this. What's her job? I check Cookie's umbrella has been spat out. Like there was
Yeah.
a person, and her job was to check.
Like in the show, dude.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly what happens
Like
in
a
the show.
professional
That's
person,
true.
like degrees.
A professional cookie.
A PhD on like checking. I was like, how
On
hard
cookie
is that? They probably
checking.
paid her good money. Unlike us.
Unlike us.
That I've broken them before, but yes, that was her job.
So let's do this. I just want. Okay, so what do you have? A circle?
I triangle.
Triangle. Okay, so
Yeah.
how it was? Just let us like a quick.
At the beginning, I prepared at home before going on the show, but I was clueless. I had no idea what to do.
You
You
were cutting
practiced?
that.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I tried it.
I
Like,
heard
making
people
it
were
at home.
doing that in the
People
hotel.
were.
Yeah, no, in the hotel.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Oh,
bring
they're
like 40
cooking.
fucking cookies and they
That's
were
what I
just doing
heard
it.
too.
They're
Yeah.
crackheads. But
They're
yes, I got the shape, and at the beginning, I was like, I'm just gonna. It was harder than I thought because I started like going from the back and then speeding from the front, going with the needle. I think I had 20 seconds left, or maybe even less. And then, but then I realized the trick was just going with the needle, spitting on it, going with the needle, and at some point it just cracks open. But when it cracked, I feel like I cracked the biscuit. I ruined it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I stopped and I didn't want to look. I was like, okay, I'm out. So the guard came and I was like, okay, I'm out. I genuinely did not look. And I looked down and like it cracked, but it only cracked like the
Perfect.
sides.
Oh, wow.
Perfect. And I was literally like, oh my god. And then I had the friend, Lucia, and I was like giving her advice the whole time to make it through.
And she did it.
That's what happened.
That
with
was
us.
honestly, Mimi is right. I was, you know when you're just fighting for your life.
Yes,
That's what I
know.
thought it was gonna
That's why I
happen.
put it on my top 10.
I was like
It's
this. I was,
so
there, I was shaking like this. I was
so
looking, trying. I was
intense.
trying everything. I was like, this
Oh
is
my
I
God, yes.
thought life or death.
Mimi said that he was on his knees like literally on his knees.
On his knees, going
With the cookie in the hand.
Like, but she will make it so good. She will
She was like,
if she will be here right now, she will do it so good. We miss it so much.
Y tenemos problemas en Zoom.
Yeah. Okay.
Amazing, guys.
We can ask her, like, if she doesn't appear now, like, we can ask her for a video. She just making the impression that we
There
just
you
put it there.
wow.
Put it. It's gonna be right there.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it now. Okay, cool. Okay, there we go.
perfect.
Yeah, that's it. So that was the circle experience. Then we had the triangle experience. Sorry. I was triangle. My memory is so bad.
Yeah.
Okay,
Similar.
so and then we had the star
The
experience.
stars.
So for the star experience, Vane, please. You
No, lo que
start.
hicimos, what we did, we like keep together, stick together, and we did like a little circle between the Latino gangs.
¿Cuántos éramos?
Está Paola,
Como
yourself,
todos.
Micaela, yo y Cookie.
Cookie.
Éramos 5 personas y Cookie se agregó al último momento a nuestro grupo. Perfecto.
Paola.
En eso empieza el
Micaela.
tiempo. ¿Cuánto
¿Lo
tiempo
sigues en
teníamos?
Instagram?
10 minutos.
10 minutos.
10 minutos. Pero esos 10 minutos volaban.
But do we know
Esos 10 minutos eran 5
We
minutos.
don't know porque ellos han podido hacerlo faster. We
Dude,
don't know
esos
though.
10
Sí,
minutos
volaron.
fueron
Sí.
4 para mí,
Sí.
3, te juro.
Yeah.
Ok.
Sí, no se sintieron. Bueno, entonces empieza el tiempo
El
a bajar
desmadre.
y yo no me di cuenta, o sea, yo siempre paso perdida, entonces yo estaba como que esperando que me dijeran que ya empezamos. Y veo que todo el mundo empieza y yo como empecé literalmente creo que 10 o 15 segundos después de todos,
Ok.
porque no me di cuenta. Y ahí es cuando digo, ok, ¿qué hago? Saqué la galleta del cosito, le di vuelta, la chupé también.
Bien,
Pero así
bien
por la forma de la
lamida.
estrella, o sea, literalmente iba por las líneas de la estrella, no toda la galleta, sino que línea por línea, por línea, por línea. Y en eso empecé por la parte de abajo, o sea, de atrás, like doing pots.
Yes.
Dots, dot, 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 dot,
Dots,
dot,
sí,
dot, dot,
puntitos.
dot, 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 dot.
Uh-huh.
And I was like telling them in Spanish because we don't want anybody to hear us, the strategy. And I was
Yeah.
like, turn down the cookie and start like licking the cookie and then do the dots.
Yeah.
And nobody believes me. I was like, guys, this is working on me. And I saw Micaela and Paola still in the front side. I was like, turn the cookie, lick the cookie, and then do the dots.
Yeah.
Do you remember how delicious that cookie tasted?
That's
delicious.
'Cause
Dude,
kinda-
I didn't eat
Oh
that
my God.
cookie.
Yo sí
What
me la
the
comí
fuck?
toda.
I will tell you why. So continue.
me la
Continue.
comí toda.
You
Well, there
continue.
was like sand,
But
right?
after
I
eating that
fucked my
food,
cookie so badly. Okay, so you.
No, I'm thinking it's
Okay, so Vanessa went out really
I
fucking
was
fast.
the first in the
Vanessa, we started and it was like 6 minutes left. She was like,
But I was
Done.
telling them what to do.
done, and I was like, what the
Mario.
fuck?
When I saw the cookie coming out, I was like, I saw the guy, I'm done, and everyone stopped in the group and like looking at me while like,
fuck.
so you had to stand up and just leave. And I
take
said,
your shit, yeah.
Carlos, okay. Then I found out that
She
she
was
broke the cookie and Paola
Yeah.
broke.
Okay, so
no.
basically, when she was like, I'm done, I didn't have shit. No tenía nada. La puta aguja era tan débil
Sorry.
que yo le
Yeah.
hacía así en el frente y como que la aguja se quería romper de lo
Yeah.
thick que estaba la fucking galleta.
galleta.
Entonces era como que no salía y ya terminé. I'm done.
Bueno, es que todas las galletas tampoco eran iguales. Algunas
verdad.
eran más, sí, más gruesas, más delgadas.
Dude.
Algunas le habían metido más el
cosito.
indent, you know?
Puede
So,
ser.
Y de ahí yo,
Makes sense.
yo continúo y estoy que le doy. Y cuando volteo a ver, faltaban 2 minutos. O sea, de la nada de 10
Sí,
minutos bajó a
ya
6 y de ahí
2
eran
minutos.
2.
Gone.
Y era como que me fui a la mierda. Entonces en ese momento yo la volteé y seguí el consejo de Vanessa. La mía, como imbécil, la mía. Y de ahí empecé a hacer los putos puntitos.
Yeah.
Y cuando iba por el primer ladito de la estrella, veo 1 minuto.
Mierda.
Y era así. Y cuando veo 15 putos segundos cuando estaba en el segundo lado de la puta estrella. Y de ahí perdí la razón. Y de ahí yo solo empecé. Y cuando le empecé a pegar duro a esa pendejada, la puta arena toda se empezó a hacer mierda
Oh,
con la
God.
galleta. Y yo decía, ya perdí. Y, like, if I appear doing that, I'm just gonna be like, ya perdí, ya me jodí. No lo pude hacer,
Were you actually
Me
saying
cagué.
that, or-
Yeah, I was saying it.
Stop.
Loud, yeah. Me cagué. Y esa mierda, la arena se hacía mierda.
Por eso es que no se la comió.
Y la puta galleta y cuando me doy cuenta 10 segundos. Y cuando yo vi los putos 10 segundos, yo solo agarré esa puta galleta y la empecé a romper con mi mano.
That's so intense.
That is intense.
Solo le
It
empecé a romper con mi puta mano.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Y la agarré así cuando vi 1-0.
But did you do it with your hands, for real?
Sí.
At the end?
Y cuando yo la agarré vi el 1.
Scared that it
Cuando
was
yo
gonna
agarré la
break?
puta galleta terminé 1-0.
You're joking.
And I was like, I finished, and it wouldn't stop. And Paola was like I will see her face. She was disappointed. I saw
So
you,
bad.
and you had like this little thing, this little point that you would tell right
Carolina.
now, and you were like, shit, it's not that much. And I was like,
Yeah.
ya terminé, y Paola era como que, no te estreses, no te muestres así, no estés ansioso, shit, no estés ansioso, no sé qué, no sé cuánto. Pero yo no podía
Because you were
contenerme.
shaking, yeah.
I was like, y la puta cámara, y yo era así como que mierda, tengo que seguir solo así parado. Y se demoraron. ¿Cómo se demoró? No sé si se demoró un minuto,
sí.
no sé,
¿En
pero.
revisar tu galleta?
Sí,
Oh,
no lo revisaban, se acabó el juego y no revisaban la galleta. Yo decía, ¿qué chucha está pasando? Tienen que revisar la puta
Claro.
galleta. Y no la revisaban. Y ahí vino un tipo, he was like, oh shit, I don't know, it was like really slow, they were really slow. I'm like, check. Yeah, and then he was like, number 136 pass. And like people start like applauding and shit.
Yeah.
And I like stand up and I just walk. I forgot to take my shit. And he was like, player, please take your shit. Take your shit. And he was like, take your shit. I was like, oh my god, oh wow, whatever. And I took it and whoever, some producer was out. I was like, congrats, whatever. What do you want to do with your cookie? They took your picture and shit.
Yes.
What
But
do
I
you
was
wanna-
scared that the woman that was checking it was gonna say it's not good enough. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
It was her
So I was
thing.
like, maybe.
And he was like, what do you want to do with your cookie? I'm like, this shit has all sand. It's all fucked up. I just threw that
My
shit.
one, I
And then I saw people who like kept it.
Oh, no,
And he was like, I'm gonna give
There
it
was
to my
one guy,
mom.
if
There
they
was
show
this
it-
girl. I'm gonna give it to my
I saw
mom.
one girl putting in here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
her,
the same
her.
guy.
Oh,
that was a guy, not a girl.
Oh, I know who he is.
Oh my, and he put it. No,
Wait,
that-
he
I
was the
can't-
medalist that
I
we
cannot.
got eliminated with.
With the
Yeah.
little braids, yeah.
We got eliminated.
That
We
totally
love
makes me
you.
sick. Like I want to throw up. He put it on his head. He was like playing around with it, and he kept it until the morning to put it in the
Oh,
porridge.
gosh.
I'm kind of like, how disgusting
That's
do you have to be?
disgusting,
That's giving
yeah.
ghetto.
Guácala, guácala.
Like
That was the
Gross.
medalist. That was the guy who
Please.
lost with us. No, he didn't lose, but he was with us. And remember, he won like a gold medal or some shit like that.
The Olympics?
Yeah, he has a gold medal.
No
Of
way.
course. What?
Some shit. Some. I don't know if it's
Well,
skiing or something
gold
like
medal
that.
doesn't buy intelligence clearly. 'cause
Well, he
like-
lost with us. No, he didn't lose. I don't even know. I don't care. It doesn't
But
matter.
anyway,
Anyway.
that stuff tasted like something I never tasted
Sí.
before.
It was
That's
really
probably
good.
one of the best
Fuck
takeaways
me.
I have from this experience. Is like
The cookie.
eating such bland food. Like you forget. I take spices and food for granted. I don't know about you, but I did. And then tasting like sugar again, like.
Yes.
You know, sugar tasting on the top of your tongue.
And it's
I was like, I
elite.
never tasted this for so long.
Yeah.
And I tasted it, I was like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever happened.
I should have eat that shit with
Honestly,
sand and
with
everything.
sand,
Fuck
crunchy.
Money
me.
cannot buy that
Yeah.
feeling. But actually, the person that won experienced that.
So
and
okay,
money,
so how it went? Okay, so how it went
Fuck
for
him.
you
Or her.
in the
For
star?
us. Oh, how
For
oh, I
you.
thought you meant like after the fact.
No,
For
like
me,
in that general thing, you know.
Well, the general thing, I just was just like tracing it, and like I wasn't gonna lick it because I was like, I'm not trying to go all out, you know, and I don't want to be like caught on camera, like, you know. So I was like, I'm just gonna like keep tracing it, whatever, like it'll. And then at one point, I was just like, you know, I'm tired of this, like, and I just like started going like fast. I'm like, I just want to go home. And then like as soon as you go super fast with it, because it's like so thin, then like
Yeah.
it cracks. And I was
Yeah.
like, all right, like we're good. And then
It
it was
cracked.
it was a quick experience.
Yeah, I
At
bet.
first, yeah, because at first I was
But
like, okay,
they
I'm
made
gonna
you
try. I
wait
was like,
to
no, I'm
before
not.
checking your cookie.
They do because after that they have to record the scene of you like getting eliminated.
With the broken cookie and
With the
shit.
bro- yeah.
Oh my god.
So what they do is after, so they because they have the camera. I think they had the camera record every single person's elimination. So that's why they like keep you there, and then they like film it, and then they start the other game. But what you guys missed is because Paola called player 198 out because I think he was laughing at the
Stop.
fact that like to
And
the
he
point
won.
where He did pass,
it.
right?
Yeah,
and
he passed.
this was after he passed. As soon as they said he passed, she was like, I don't think this is gonna be on camera, honestly, but it should be. She's like, you don't deserve to win, like all that stuff. Yeah, she
Screaming
went
loud.
screaming
I remember
at
the
him,
story. Yeah.
screaming at him, and then the guy was like,
He said something nasty to her.
he said
no?
something nasty
Like-
back or whatever.
Oh, for real?
And then I don't know, he was just so cocky
I think he
about
was like,
winning.
bye, or
Yeah.
something like this.
And then I think he said oh, have fun at the hotel or something like that.
Oh my God,
basically
of course.
saying yeah. And I was like, yeah, I will see you there too. And he got eliminated the next day.
Yes.
Sounds like crazy.
That was-
And we saw him in the hotel too. It was so funny because he was the only
What
one
was his
coming
face?
back.
Yeah, he was the only one
¿Cómo, era
eliminated.
su,
He
¿Cómo
tried
estaba
to
su
not-
cara?
Oh, he was trying to avoid us at all costs. You could tell he was trying to
that's
avoid
so
us, avoid eye
tasty.
contact because he was probably
So
so,
tasty.
embarrassed.
That's so
but it
nice.
was just so funny because he was all cocky, I won, and then next thing you know, he's out, not even a
shit.
day later.
Wow.
It was funny.
That was funny. That guy
But-
was stupid, idiot.
yeah.
Yeah, I think for now we can leave it there.
Leave what
because
there?
tomorrow
Oh,
we can
true.
talk about the whole elimination situation. That
That's
was
it.
when he got eliminated more. That's such a nice story. I bet that
Yeah.
would be for real. That would be
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah.
there. So.
Yeah, but let's talk about our perspectives there. Sadly, in that moment, Michela, you got eliminated.
You
Yeah.
Yeah, you were out after that,
Very
so we couldn't
sad.
enjoy her. You couldn't enjoy more of her after that, sadly.
Sad.
But yeah, I think
I'm
this
just
is
gonna add
a
I
good
one more
said
first
thing.
next
quarter.
time they
Please,
show
Vanessa.
me, it better be paid.
When we
Yeah, had it been paid, that would have been more motivation.
For
to say,
sure,
not
for
gonna
sure.
lie.
No, I just remember, it just came a flashback of the night that we came back to the dorms and Mimi and Lorenzo were waiting for us.
Yes.
And they saw us and they're running to hug us. It was a
Yeah.
really nice thing.
Yeah, it was really
so
nice
cute.
because it's you're
it was-
prepared, right? For having some celebration and stuff like that, and then it was really sentimental for me
Yeah,
too.
I remember Mimi running.
Yeah, we were crying and shit.
Sí.
Oh.
We cried.
It
yeah.
was
so
nice
sweet.
because
Yeah.
I know at that moment they were together alone, and I know that they were thinking wow, it wasn't
Yeah.
that easy with the triangle. Now what is gonna happen with our friends and the star? So I think that they were
Because we didn't
Are
even
they
knew that
coming
she
back or not?
survived or not. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was so
Right.
nice to see them back for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, the edible is working.
And that's so cute to say bye.
Bye.
This is the first part. We will see you.
Ciao, ciao.
In the next one.
See you.
Probably it's gonna be in the next week, of course.
pero
because
¿dónde va a ser el próximo? ¿En Miami?
No, el próximo es mañana.
Mañana,
seguimos acá en
Es mañana.
Arizona.
Aquí voy a dejar el equipo todo relajadito y mañana
Todo
continuamos.
listo.
In
Okay.
Ecuador, I want to do in Ecuador.
Fuck
Ay,
yeah!
let's go
Fuck
to
yeah! We're gonna be in
Go
Manta in the
Ecuador.
beach, so calm. We will have the setup already without bullshit. We're
that will
right
be
now.
nice.
That will be nice.
Just come, have fun. It's so fucking cheap.
Oh,
You
I
will
love
love
it. We
this
love
shit.
cheese.
You
We
will
love
party.
cheese.
We're cheap.
They didn't win the flag.
And with that, we say bye.
baby.
Bye.
Bye.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you when I see it. Adios.
Okay.
Tenía ya el culo chineado.